Companies right now like X, Meta, PayPal, and Airbnb have all decided recently to up and leave San Francisco. San Francisco is simply falling apart and becoming a wasteland right before our eyes. It's filled with homeless camps, and people are just simply allowed to walk into stores and get away with open robbery. But how did all this happen? Let's talk. So how did San Francisco get into a spot where all of a sudden people and businesses want to uproot and leave and start over? Well, let's start with the average home prices because these are staggering. The average home price in San Francisco is $1.3 million. And that is about 3 times, yes, 3 times the national average. The average appreciation has been over 111% in the past decade alone, or that's about 7.8% per year. And guess what? Most of America is right around 4%. With home prices being so expensive, you know that's gonna bleed right over into the rental market. San Francisco has an absurd average of $3,200 per month in rent. I don't know about you, but for $3,200, I'm gonna need a massive house. But you know, that would not be such a problem if that average salary wasn't only $65,000 per year. And yes, that is in San Francisco itself. With that kind of a salary, more than half of your monthly income is going straight to rent and nothing else. And don't get me started on the gas prices, which is an absurd $5.43 per gallon. And there's this other thing called toll for bridges that seems to get more expensive every single year. So all of this has led to people saying, you know what? Enough is enough. We are leaving San Francisco. I'll see you later. Businesses and people alike have decided to just simply pack up and start all over somewhere else. Walking through San Francisco right now can seem like a ghost town. Places are closing down, and the places that are there are struggling to stay open. I'm sure you all have seen lately that there has been a ton of viral videos going around where people are just walking into stores, taking whatever they want, and the employees can do nothing about it because of the laws that were put in place by the governor. And what's more absurd is if they do try to defend their property, they could actually get sued by the person who was stealing. And the people who have also decided to stay there, to live there because they feel like it's home, they're not in any better of a situation than those businesses. Because the home prices have gone up so quickly and so fast, as soon as those prices start to come down at all, people are gonna be immediately upside down on their mortgage. And this all happened because so many people overpaid for their houses, easily by 30, 40, 50, maybe even 100 grand over asking just to get into a house. But for those who have been there for a long time, sure, they have a lot of equity, but that doesn't really help if they can't sell their house and then buy something else and have a decent mortgage. Okay, so if people are leaving San Francisco and they're leaving there fast, where on earth are they going? And why are they going to where they're going? Well, the top 5 states of where they're moving to might actually surprise you. Going from number 5 to number 1, you have Nevada, Washington, Florida, Arizona, and the number 1 state, Texas. Now, for me, Texas is no surprise because of how cheap it is to live there, especially when you have companies like Tesla who have decided to move their headquarters there in Austin, and it's just so much cheaper. Everything from taxes to houses to gas to rent, cost of living, everything is so much less than San Francisco. And in the other states, it's the exact same. It's just overall cheaper to live in, and it's more comfortable. It's less stress when you know that you are comfortable from month to month. So you're probably wondering, is there a solution to this gigantic mess that San Francisco has seemingly created on its own? Well, simply put, no one knows, and only time will tell if San Francisco can heal and become that great city again.